So much fun. Now, last week we brought you the story of Irene, an unknown suburb inside Centurion in Tshwane, which among many things boasts a dairy farm still in its original state. Now, in our celebration of architectural structures this week, a former SA diplomat, Dr. J.Mare, who is also a former resident of Irene, takes us through the structure central of the Irene Dairy Farm and elaborates on its Hungarian architectural influences. Please note that this is our last building as this lot comes to an end today.
We're standing in Irene. We're actually in the gardens here, the spa at the Irene Lodge, Country Lodge Hotel, in the historic village of Irene, located here. And as far as greater geographical destination is, we are actually right in Centurion, what they call these days Centurion, located. If you had a triangle, and the corners of those triangles was OR Tambo Airport, Tshwane Metro, and Johannesburg, we're right in the middle of that triangle, so we're pretty well located to all of them. Some of this building behind us is fairly modern, the last couple of years, but the main anchor of where we're standing is that particular section, which was the farm manager's cottage of the old Irene farm, and that was built in 1895, so they tell me. And it is built in the same style as the rest of the main farm buildings of Irene Farm, which were built in the Hungarian style because the original owner that developed Irene Farm was Nel Marpius, who was actually a Hungarian, but he was a German-speaking. In those days you had the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. He was a German-speaking Hungarian that came out here in the late 1880s, and he wanted to develop Irene as the #1 farm with a scientific basis to it in the whole of southern Africa. And the buildings were then started over the way in the Hungarian style of building, which meant very steep roofs so that the snow fell off in winter, although here we don't have snow very often, but sometimes we do have snow here in Irene. Well, I think what's interesting for me with the architectural features, apart from the steep roofs, is the what you can accommodate in the steep roofs, that you can put a whole lot of other rooms in the roof, which they've made very good use of here. I think apart from the steep roofs for the snow, I think what's also important is the base of the windows are very small, which is also Hungarian, but it's also African in a way. The brickwork, which has been whitewashed. I think again the tin roof that's used on the building, that is an African improvisation. I don't think they have that in Hungary.